Today, from Brooklyn, New York, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on Gardner Minshew and the Portland Snowhawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Portland Snowhawks and the Brooklyn Barons. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way...
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how did they get a win?
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
Brings up second and a yard at the 39-yard line.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
42-yard line.
A look at the numbers for Geis a week ago. 8 carries, 53 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result.
Now Minshew has it knocked out, fumble. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will in fact hold on to the football.
Sam Darnold sacked.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing on second and long. Minshew under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun is Minshew. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 39-yard yards on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Rashawn Gary.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there. First down.
Hey. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
8 of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one into the hands of Burton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
to throw again on second down. Minshew will fire this deep for Ayuk. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
At at their own 30.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
On the stop. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and...
On 2nd and 9. Darnold quickly to Thielen here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Reed on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. That is incomplete. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. It's Geis on the counter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Minshew. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down.
18 on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11 now. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A gain of
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Geis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the draw, they go to Geis. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Minshew. And a throw there going to be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Snowhawks, nothing.
Comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, Darnold. That's complete to the receiver Thielen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there. Get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
For the field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Yeah, they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Able to find his running back, Geis. No gain, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Minshew. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Minshew throwing on third down. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Minshew, 1st and 10. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Matt Judon picks up his second sack of the afternoon. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. On the return, it's Washington. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, really get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to dump this one down to Kelly. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
13 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd down.
Off of play action, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
Now Darnold. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they'll get this run past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. And meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Minshew's pass.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Snowhawks.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. Caught left side Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Gain of 10. 1st down, Portland.
This is Geis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The gun. They'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Minshew. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Looking to throw it. Minshew toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Aaron's 10. Snowhawks 6.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 26-yard line.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. He'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's going to be a gain of 15 on the play. And it'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
3rd down. And
from the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And 10 at their own 20.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And his throw here is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
Now Minshew. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Portland.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To Darrell Williams. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Dean Lowry.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
16 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Kelly. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the home team here, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.